Okay, for Thrifty Thursday, we're going to make a big pan of chicken tetrazzini. Now, I don't know, honestly, if there's like an official chicken tetrazzini, but this is how I've always made mine. I'm just lightening up some of the ingredients. Now, it's thrifty because the main ingredient is pasta. You get a pound of pasta for $1. And I'm using leftover chicken. I'll show you all that. But I'm not doing an intro because this is Christmas week. This is actually Monday. And if you saw my menu plan and grocery haul today, then you realize that I had my dates completely fouled up. I had Christmas on Thursday. So I'm like, well, there will be no Thrifty Thursday because obviously I'm not going to fool around Wednesday or Thursday because I'll be busy. But when I realized, because Lois told me, Christmas is actually Wednesday, I flip-flopped one of my meals and I thought, well, I'm making this already today on Monday, so why not go ahead and make it and set it to pop up on Thursday for Thrifty Thursday, because it is a thrifty dish. So, if you can probably hear it off the background, right here I have 1 pound of, I'm just using plain old spaghetti. If you are on purple, if you use your whole wheat, this will not count against you. Now, I'm making a big pan, and it's going to make 10 to 12 servings, because I'm going to have probably about 12 cups of food. So, depending on the size of the serving you want, will depend on the points. So, it's going to be between an 8 and a 10 point meal. But you can use it basically as a one dish meal, because it's got chicken in it, a little bit of vegetables here, your pasta. But I'm going to pair it with some butter beans on the side, and so it'll be a good sized serving for a meal, I think. So while the spaghetti is boiling, I need basically 2 stalks of celery. But I buy these little things now, so I don't have a lot of waste. I'd rather pay a little bit extra and not throw anything away. Most of an onion. I'm going to put the rest in my refrigerator dish because it's empty. And 1 pack of mushrooms. I like to take the stems out. You don't have to. It's thriftier to use them. I just prefer not to. So, while that's boiling, I'm going to start chopping, and then I'll be back. Okay, the spaghetti's done and draining. I'm just going to reuse this pan. No need to mess up another one. And we're going to mix everything in this pot. Just a little drizzle of avocado oil. You can use olive oil or, whatever oil you like. And I don't count that. So, now here is, I ended up using half the mushrooms. I'm going to save this other half for something else. This is half the onions, so I used half of that. And then both of those little packs of celery. And the bigger celeries, I cut in half lengthwise so they would not be too big. So I'm just going to put all this in here together. And we are just going to saute until it is soft. And once that happens, I'll be back. Okay, the vegetables are done. I've already turned the burner off. Now, when you get the celery to the texture that you like it, your mushrooms and onions are going to be done because they're softer. The celery has just gotten tender. So we're going to mix everything in this pot and just keep our fingers crossed, because when we get all that spaghetti in here, I don't know how easy it's going to be. We might have to transfer it. We'll see. So what we'll need, let's go ahead. I'm using some cooked chicken. I had already chicken breast, and it's 1.5 cups. This is one of those recipes where you can add how much ever you want. Since that's what I have, that's all I'm going to add. 2 cups. I don't know how high you might want to go up. Now I will, since that's chicken is very bland, I'm going to just a little bit of house seasoning on that. To it, we're going to add 1 can of the Healthy Request cream of mushroom. Then I'm going to add 1 can of the Healthy Request cream of chicken. Now you can make this recipe in half. I just happen to want a big one, so he has enough to take some down to his mama's in the morning. Then 16 ounces of sour cream. I'm using the Great Value Light. If you have fat-free, you could use it if you wanted to. I know this seems like a lot of stuff, and it really is, but there's 16 ounces of cooked spaghetti, which on my chart is 10 cups of spaghetti. And we want this to be creamy. We don't want it to be dry. So let's get this blended up. What I'm going to do after I get all this done, I'm going to put it in this. I think I'm going to have to get my bigger one. I'm going to see how many cups of this I have. And I'm already calculating for 10 cups worth of spaghetti. And I'm going to add the 2. And then we'll have a better serving size and serving number of servings, because it's kind of hard to tell. I have trouble on casseroles. If it's already in the dish, I have trouble trying to decipher, you know, how much it's going to be. Now this is, when I had my refrigerator troubles, I froze my cheeses that I had, and this is the reduced fat Fiesta, you know, that we always use. Now I'm cutting the cheese way back in this from my original recipe to save points, because you know it's already pretty high. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a cup in it instead of 2 cups. Originally it has 2 cups in the filling, and then sliced provolone across the top, and whoo, we can't afford them kind of points unless we want to eat the rest of the day. So then I'm saving just a half of the reduced fat for the top, and I think it'll still be good. Hold on, let me get my other. I didn't think it was going to be that much because I wasn't planning. I hadn't thought about the sour cream. Okay, this made, hold on just a second, 6 cups. So there's 6 cups of this. There's 10 cups of spaghetti. So if we want a single cup serving, we're going to get 16 servings out of this casserole. So if you have a crowd to feed, you can't beat it. And like I said, you can half it down. Now the spaghetti, it had been done and it sat over there and kind of started clumping together. I just sit it in the sink, and then I just run really hot water over it to bring it back. Ooh, this is gonna be hard to do. I'm gonna cut you and get a big bowl. Hold on. Okay, I got my big pea shelling bowl. I got 2 of these. I have a plastic one. Because I've over the years done lots of things that require to have big bowls, so I don't know if you don't have a big old bowl this size. I don't know what to tell you, because this is a lot. You know, maybe if you have a big stock pot or a canner pot or something to that effect, you could mix it up in that. But you can see how we needed that much creamy filling to coat all this pasta. So let me pull our dish over here. I've already sprayed it 9 by 13. All we got to do is put the spaghetti in there. Now you can see how tasty this will be with sliced provolone across the top. I will miss that, but it's okay. We'll make it. I'll take the other little half a cup of cheese and just evenly. Have your oven preheated at 350. I have also made this with a bag of egg noodles, and it is just as tasty. So if you don't have spaghetti but you have egg noodles, you can absolutely do it. Now, I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm going to check it at 30 minutes. It just needs to get hot and bubbly throughout and the cheese melted. And when all that happens, I will be back. Okay, so we had this in there a half hour, and when I first pulled it out, it was bubbling all around. It's already stopped now, and the cheese is melted enough where it hadn't got hard. Now, I calculated this. I have the points. They'll be in the box below. It's less points than I thought it was when I got everything put in there for this size of casserole. It makes 16 cups, so 16 servings would be 1 cup. 12 servings is 1 1/3 cups, and that's where I'm going with it. To make it easier to scoop out, I'm just going to take my knife and just cut through, because you know these spaghetti strings are going to be very hard to contain in the measuring cups. This is so creamy. I cannot wait to dig in. I'm not getting too good on the edges, but okay. Let's see if we can get this done. I wish I could tell you. I didn't bring my paper over here to the kitchen to tell you the points, so just be sure. Check the description box, but be sure. Now this points are calculated on me using 1.5 cups of chicken. So if you're on green, you're going to have to put it in your recipe builder for how much chicken you use if you use a different amount. And then you'll have to do your own measuring to see how many cups of creamy filling you'll have if you put enough chicken in there to make a difference. If it's like 2 cups, I wouldn't even, personally, I wouldn't bother measuring it, because that little bit of half a cup of chicken extra is going to blend in there, and it is not going to make much of a difference. So here we go. I think that's a pretty good size serving. I'll have some little butter beans on the side. Oh, I wish I could remember to tell you right now. I want to tell you while we're talking, but it's not too bad. Maybe 6 or 8 points for a size of this, which is like a size if you were to eat any other bowl of pasta as your main dish. So here you go. There is chicken tetrazzini. It's normally made with turkey, but you know I don't do the turkey, so chicken it is.